Hey there, worship team. Hope you guys are doing well today. This is your update video for Monday, August 17th, 2020. We've got a lot to go over today, a lot of individual things to cover, and so won't take any extra time jumping into it. Probably the biggest news for FBM worship this week is that we have a brand new Sunday morning schedule, or brand new weekend service schedule, I should say, coming at us in the month of September. This schedule will take effect Sunday, September 6th, and it will run until the very last Sunday in September, which is September 26th. What we're going to be doing, let me just tell you the service times. I want to tell you why we're doing what we're doing, and then I want to give you how this is going to affect us. So first and foremost, what's going to happen? We're going to be changing our weekend service time from our current schedule, which is 9 o'clock a.m. on Sunday morning, 11 o'clock a.m. on Sunday morning, and 5:30 p.m. on Sunday morning. We're going to change that to 3 Sunday morning services only. So starting September 6th, we will only have 3 Sunday morning services. No Sunday night service, no Saturday night service. Those service times are going to be 9 o'clock a.m., 10:30 a.m., and 12 o'clock p.m. Again, that's 9 o'clock a.m., 10:30 a.m., and 12 o'clock p.m. The reason for this change is that we would like to offer another opportunity for people to worship on Sunday morning, yet still kind of have that time that we can clean in between services. The other reason for this change is that we're going to be creating a mask-only service, and that's going to be the 12 o'clock p.m. service. Some of the surveys that we've done and just conversations we've had with people, we know that there's still a section of our population in the church who are uncomfortable coming back unless there is a mandatory mask service. And so we're creating that. That's going to be the 12 o'clock p.m. service. Now I'll talk through some details of what that's going to look like, but I'll save that here until we get to the how section. The other thing that this is going to allow us to do is that once we get later into September, it gives us Sunday nights open to do some more activities that will be church-wide activities. Now these won't start immediately, and we may not even be there yet by the end of September. This may be something that carries on even farther, but this gives us, that kind of opens up that window of opportunity to do some more kind of family events and engage the church as a whole together on Sunday evenings, Sunday afternoon, Sunday evenings. So there you go. That's what the schedule change is going to look like now, and that's why we're making the change. Now, how are we going to implement this? Here's what I have in mind, and here is where your feedback is going to be crucial. Since our first service isn't until 9 o'clock a.m., we can still have our 7 a.m. rehearsal, and we won't have to go back to Wednesday nights to our 6:30 p.m. Wednesday night rehearsal. This will allow us to keep our regular schedule. Now, what I'm envisioning right now is that the band, those of you serving on Sunday mornings, that you would be the same band for the 9 o'clock, the 10:30, and the 12 o'clock p.m. services. Right now, as it is, those of you serving, you're coming in, you're doing the 9 o'clock service, you're doing the 11 o'clock service, and since we're playing our outro song with the service, you're usually wrapping up somewhere around 12:15, you're out the door. Well, what I'm envisioning with the 12 o'clock service is that we would have the band playing at the top of the service. We do our 3 songs at the top of the service. Then once you're finished, you can leave. We wouldn't do an outro song for the service. We would just have a keyboard player, which I could easily do that. For those services, we'd have a keyboard player come out and play through the end of the service. So essentially, you'd be getting out about the same time, maybe plus 10 or 15 minutes. You'd be getting out about the same time that you would normally. So band, I need some feedback on this. Those of you who are scheduled, especially for the month of September, because as of right now, our plan is just for the schedule to go through the month of September. Something new we're trying. So those of you on the schedule in September, I need you to take a look at the schedule and see, is this a change that you can make, that you would be willing to do? So if you're a vocalist, if you're in the rhythm section, if you're in the horn section, reach out to me and let me know if you can make this change with us here. If you are on the production team, things are going to look a little different. So our 9 o'clock a.m. service and our 10:30 a.m. service, both of those will be with cameras and streamed online. The 12 o'clock p.m. service will be full screen slides, kind of like we historically did Saturday night, or more recently have done on Sunday night. So we would make a change then from the slide set from the lower thirds to the full screen slide. We would have no cameras. We would do more of kind of like a Sunday night, Saturday night type of service at the 12 p.m. service. So if you are serving backstage or on lighting, I would like to know if you guys would be willing to do the 9, the 10:30, and the 12 o'clock service and just keep the same personnel all the way through. Obviously, if you're serving on the camera team, you'll still only be needed at the 9 a.m. and the 10:30 a.m. service. This will actually kind of shrink down your commitment a little bit. You'll be able to leave a little earlier. And if you're serving projection or audio, I would like for the personnel on that team to go ahead and make a switch at that hour. So if you're serving on projection, you would serve the regular morning service. You'd be there 9 o'clock, 10:30 a.m. And then our regular 5:30 p.m. projectionists, I'd like for you guys to come in and do the 12 o'clock. So I need to hear feedback from you. Can you come in? Those of you, and I think this just affects Gene and Ike at this point, but could you guys come in and then move from 5:30 and do the 12 o'clock p.m. services? That's what we've got planned. And like I said, this is going to roll out in September. So we've got about 2 weeks here, 2 or 3 weeks. I need to hear some feedback from you guys as far as if that's going to work okay for you. One note on the mask only aspect of this. So the way the worship team has been operating, I've told you guys that I want you to wear masks whenever you are at church. Now, if you're backstage or up in the booth, basically what I've told you is do what everyone is comfortable with. But once you leave those areas, backstage or the projection booth, you need to have a mask on. And at the 12 p.m. service, this is going to be crucial. You cannot leave the backstage area or the projection booth without a mask. It's going to be absolutely mandatory, and we're going to be policing that because the main thing is this has to be an all mask or mask only service for our people. Now, if you're up on the platform, obviously you can go maskless on the platform. If you enter the platform from the front, I'm going to have you wear your mask until you're making your way up the platform. If you enter from the rear, obviously you can leave your mask backstage. That's not a problem there. But that's something to make note of because masks they've become quite a point of contention, and we're just trying to find a way, I guess, to be all things to all people, kind of like the Apostle Paul tells us, so that by all means we can win them and we can be winsome to them. And so this is just our kind of unique context, our unique way of how we get to work that out in the communication and in the proclamation of the gospel right now. So give me some feedback on that as far as the schedule is concerned, and let me know if you have any questions. And let me know if all of this is going to work with your schedule. Okay, second thing, super quick. This isn't going to take very long. If you have a choir folder from the choir concert that we were aiming to have back on Palm Sunday, please make sure you get that returned to us in some way here in the next few weeks. You can drop it off at the church office. You could, drop it off at a reception and they can get it back to us. You could also bring it in on a Sunday and you could leave it at the audio console. You could track one of us down and give it back to us. We just want to get that music collected, get it refiled and recataloged here before too much time gets past us. And the last thing that I want to talk about is Christmas. We're like 4 months away from Christmas right now. We're almost like 4 months to the day from Christmas Day. I guess that'll be update video next Monday or Tuesday, somewhere around in there. We will be 4 months from the day from Christmas, which is pretty crazy. It's been a wild, wacky year for sure. But we are already planning what that's going to look like. We've got design going there. As always, as I say every Christmas, if you want to be involved in creating some of the decor that we're going to be doing, feel free to reach out to me. We're going to be doing some build days for that. And then if you would like to be involved with setting up decor, I believe I mentioned that in a previous update video, but this year, the way that the schedule falls, we're actually going to be setting the church or decorating the church on Friday, November 20th. I know that's super early from what we've been used to in years past, but that's just the way the calendar falls this year. So if you want to be involved with that, November 20th, 5 p.m., we're going to be setting up decor and would love for you to come and be a part of that. We've also got some other things that we're looking at right now. Nothing Nothing is finalized, so I'm not going to give you an exact. This is absolutely what we're going to do. But what we're kind of kicking around is we'd still like to do a worship night, our big Christmas worship night on December 6th, and then we are envisioning something right now that would include the choir. Don't know what that's going to look like right now. We're envisioning something that might be virtual. That would, of course, include some small groups because very likely this fall and going into Christmas, it's not going to be wise for us to be in large groups together. But stay tuned on that. That's all I can give you. Just a little bit of a taste. I don't know what's going to happen at this point, but this is something we're kind of dreaming up. So if that whets your appetite a bit and you'd like to be involved, feel free to reach out to me and connect with me on that. Other than that, we'll probably do some Christmas Eve services, we will do some Christmas Eve services. What exactly those are going to look like, again, I don't have any specifics for you, but put those on your calendar. And stay tuned for Christmas updates as we go here these last 4 months of the year. Well, that's all I got for you guys. I want to say how much I appreciate all you're doing and giving to the team right now. It is very commendable how you all have been serving our church family. So thank you for that. Keep up the good work and just keep blessing our congregation. Have a great week. If you guys need anything, feel free to reach out. Take care.